Hi, Trutz from AMALYTIX here. Today I would like to show you our newest feature, which is bulk listing updates. We got the feedback from you that using those flat files in Seller Central and Vendor Central are often quite cumbersome. You need to use it for different product types, those change frequently, and you always get some kind of errors back, and it does not work very often. So we built something much simpler. You just need to upload a CSV file to AMALYTIX with those fields you would like to update. And of course, the product information. So what we need from you is, for example, market, ASIN, SKU, and if you have multiple SKUs per ASIN, no problem, just add multiple rows. If you have multiple vendor codes, also not a problem. We support both sellers and vendors. And then you just add those columns or those field names you would like to change. Let me show you an example and it becomes much clearer. Here I have an example file with exactly those columns and some example fields. So we have market, ASIN, SKU, the list, different vendor codes, and here starts the first field we would like to change. Here it's item name, which is the internal name for the product title. And if I just enter it here, we will override the existing value, whatever is set in your catalog. And you can add multiple more fields, like here bullet point. And with bullet points, you can add multiple values because you can add multiple bullet points. And you just need to separate those with a pipe symbol because we have just one cell for this multi-element field. So this is also possible. Product description, generic keyword, color, special feature. Special feature is also a special one. You can enter multiple values here, like insulated, leak-proof, BPA-free, also not a problem. And you don't need to fill every cell for every product. So if I leave generic keyword empty here for this product, we won't touch it. If you want to delete an existing value, you just enter delete. And that's basically it. It's as simple as that. And now you might ask, where do I find those names like color, special feature, product description, because nobody knows them by heart. And that's also quite easy. I would suggest you just go into our extended listing editor, you get the listing. Don't worry, there are some German labels here, but the important information is behind each label. Here, for example, you can see this field name is named merchant suggested ASIN. Or to come back to our package level example from our previous page, you can see it here. It says package level. And if you want to see what the allowed values are, just open the drop down and see it here. Case is case in German, unit is Einheit, and here pallet. So you just enter the values case or unit or pallet and you're good to go. It's as simple as that. Let me go back to show you some final tips. As I said, internal names for the column header, those values which are allowed, you can separate by pipe symbol. And if you're adding numbers, use the decimal separator and use true and false for yes and no. And the date needs to be formatted like this, year, month, and day. Leave cell empty to keep it unchanged or add delete if you want to delete it. And just note that not all fields are supported yet. So some important fields like prices are not touched yet. Same with some complicated structured fields like, for example, item package dimensions are not supported as well. But I think this is basically it. So once you upload it, don't worry, we don't send it away immediately. You will get a task. You can see it here. You need to approve. So there's one final review step. But once you approve that, we send it over to Amazon. And the feedback we get from our users is quite positive. They say it works like a charm in most cases. And I would also suggest before you update 1,000 listings in bulk, test it out with 1, 2, 3 ASINs or SKUs first. If that works, add the other ones, and then you're good to go. I hope you like it. Happy to get your feedback and see you in the next video.